So France unable to score. 25 plays 12, 3:30 to go in the second quarter. So Brazil, they have this unstoppable player in SOARES Martins, doing so much damage. 20 points to her name already. And yet again, Brazil's defence just able to pressure the French side so much that they infringe on the shot clock. And Dorje is fouled on her way to the basket, so she'll have 2 shots. And critical that France starts making these free throws. So, as I mentioned, France unable to be consistent on these free throws. Well, they're consistently missing, and that's the problem. So 2 minutes and 9 seconds left in the second quarter. 27 plays 12. France being comprehensively beaten at both ends of the court. So another foul, and France will go to the line again. There were 2 seconds left on the shot clock. So belts to score. They needed that going into half-time. So 31 plays 14. Brazil unable to get a quick score, so 31-14, it's half-time. Brazil in absolute command of this match. SOARES Martins, the captain, has scored 24 points for Brazil. 24 of the team's total of 31 by the half-time point. If we look at the rebounds and the other statistics that are of note, Guimarães-da-Costa has rebounds of 4 rebounds and she has 6 assists, and we have seen her just teaming so well with SOARES Martins. Nazar Santos has 3 rebounds for Brazil as well. And Guimarães-da-Costa, she has 4 steals, so very, very valuable statistics there for her. If we look at the French side, well, there's a handful of players that have scored more than once. Saint-Omer Delapine has 4 points to her name, Menard has 4, and Belts has 4. But really, there's not much else of note from the French side at the moment. Rebounding, nothing particularly special. Glemp Etevard has 4 rebounds in total. Only one player has multiple assists, that is Menard. And that's about it, really. So if we look at the team statistics at this half-time, the field goal percentage for Brazil, 39%. France, 56%. The problem is that France has only taken 15 attempts compared to Brazil's 34 attempts. So big differences there. France has not made a free throw yet in this match. They're none from 7. And Brazil has made 3 of 4, so they haven't been to the line as often, but they're certainly making it count when they do go to the line. 18 team rebounds for France in total. Doesn't seem 100% correct, only because when we looked at the individual statistics, nobody had really seemed to step up. But I guess it's an even spread. If we look back at the statistics, it's an even spread of the players. Glemp Etevard has 4, Delapine 3, Belts 3, Pichon 3. So half-time, they're trying to keep the crowd a little entertained here. A healthy crowd, of course, the North Greenwich Arena, a capacity of 20,000 spectators, and we can certainly expect to see it very, very full today and also for the rest of the week as we move through this final series. And if you're just getting up to speed with what's going on, I will remind you that after this match at 1 o'clock this afternoon, we have the first of the women's quarterfinals, Australia and Mexico. Then at 3:15 local time this afternoon, we have Netherlands and China. We have Germany and Great Britain, and the United States and Canada playing this evening. So Germany and Great Britain, 7 o'clock local time. I do hope you can join us. And 21-15, 9:15 this evening, the United States and Canada. Now, of those matches, if we're going to have a look at the more interesting matchups that we'll have, well, you'd have to think Australia will have a reasonably straightforward match against Mexico, but you never know, of course, what happens in the quarters and in the finals race in a tournament like this. Look, the Netherlands and China, that'll be an interesting matchup. China finishing third in Group B, the Netherlands finishing second in Group A. And another one, good one to watch, will be Canada and the United States. You'd have to think the United States will be too strong, but again, we just don't know. And Germany and Great Britain, you would think that Germany won't be too troubled by Great Britain, but then again, we've got the factor of the home crowd, the home court advantage for Great Britain, so that will be an interesting match. So that one in prime time at 7 o'clock this evening for the women's draw. So we are at half-time. 31-14, Brazil in a commanding position against France. Neither of these two teams have won a match at London 2012, and at the moment, Brazil is in the box seat. Now, I didn't have a look at the foul situation. I don't think any of the big players are in trouble. So if we look at SOARES MARTINS for Brazil, hasn't even had a foul yet. And only one foul committed for 4 other players on the team, a total of 14 fouls, so no big disasters looming there. The problem for France is going to be that one of their very best players, the captain Pichon, is on 3 personal fouls, so that is a problem for France. So really, another team needs to step up.
Do you think they'll come back to another basketball game? Well, we hope so. What a brilliant thing to be brought out from your school. Is this the first day back at
So this is Paralympic Sport TV's coverage of the women's wheelchair basketball from Greenwich Arena at London 2012. Amy Bainbridge with you. We have just over 5 minutes left in the halftime break, and it's a very, very difficult task ahead for France. They're trailing Brazil 31-14. And nobody from the French side has really been able to step up. The problem also now is that the captain is in some foul trouble, and Look, a couple of players have showed some flashes of brilliance. Delapine has played well. She's been effective defensively. Menard's been good. Belts has been good, but we need a little more from these players. That is the obvious thing, where Brazil has such a strong offense centred largely around the captain Soares Martins, and Guimarães da Costa, as I mentioned earlier, 6 assists. So just managing to find Soares Martins. Soares Martins has already shot 24 points. And no other Brazilian players really having made much of an impression on the scoreboard, nor have they needed to, because the captain's just been in fine form.
Well, for those of you who were meant to be starting back at school today, it's time to do the maths from that first half. The score at the moment, Brazil 31, France 14. The statistics, Brazil hit 41% of their field goals. Brazil also hit 75% from the free throw line. For France, it's been 47% of their field goals, but they've shot far fewer times. Brazil shooting 33 and scoring 14. France only attempted 15 shots in the game. From the free throw line for France, it's 0%, I'm afraid, 7 free throws and 7 misses. Individually, Lia is the leading scorers for Brazil with 24 points at 46%. She's 100% from free throws. For France, it's Menard and Belts all with 4 points each. Belts and Delapine both have 3 rebounds apiece. Here's the highlights. So it's time to please stop up after Greg's left you alone for 5 minutes. Greg did such a great job of keeping you all moving in the half-time period. Get back to your seats after you've got all your food and your drink, and get ready to watch Brazil versus France as we look to the side, the 9th and 10th place here at the London 2012 Paralympic Games. Of course, coming up later on, we have quarterfinals in the women's section.
So the athletes return to the court, and we're just moments away from starting the second half. Pascal Monte speaking to his troops there. So Menard with possession of the ball. France to throw in from the half court. So can France start to pare back this deficit? That is the question. Nice little pass offensively. Oh, that would have been a nice start to the second half, but not to be. France misses again. Pichon. Unfortunately unable to score, so we're back down Brazil's offensive end, and be interesting to see whether SOARES MARTINS is just going to keep scoring all the points for Brazil, or whether the team might start working the ball around a little bit. Nice steal there from Menard, and she looks to pass, and again this Brazilian defence, look at it, it's just so tight. They just always seem to have the numbers. Oh dear, and a bad pass, but they've managed to collect it back up. So Matthias has a shot. Doesn't fall, and Brazil grabs the defensive board, and they're racing back down the court. But a miss from Brazil. Matthias grabs the ball. Looks to pass off. It's a underarm pass. They're going to get in trouble with the shot clock if they don't start making their way down. So a little fist pump there from Menard. Another miss from France, but it's back out to the captain, Pichon. What can she create? They've got plenty of time now. The shot clock has reset. Oh, lovely little feed off there. Lovely. So Pichon scores 2 points, the first score of the second half. Can France build on this? So 31-16. Brazil doesn't have an answer down the other end of the court. Delapine rebounds. She's got no one to pass it to. The defence is in her face, but Edevard doesn't really have many options. She's got the Brazilian player right on her. So she senses an opening. She's going to take a shot from the baseline. Will it fall? It does. So France, all of a sudden, paring back that deficit to 13 points. Looks a lot healthier than 17 points that it was just moments ago. Coach Da Silva Carrillo a little frustrated with his players. So France managing to get the deficit back to 11 points. A lovely little give and go there. And Brazil under pressure. Oh, the ball knocked out of her hands. It's not a foul, and France will maintain possession. So Menard spots Delapine, who's going to look at her shot. Oh, that would have been good if it had fallen for France, but she has a second attempt. Oh, unlucky. France just really struggle to hit the simplest of shots. They're so close, they just roll out. Very frustrating for them. And in contrast, it just all comes too easily for this woman, SOARES MARTINS, who's already shot 30 points for this match. So an opportunity here for France. No, can't quite get to the ball, but they'll have possession at the baseline. So Pichon finds Delapine, who's baseline. She's going to have to be careful there. She needs to get out of the paint. She did. So Delapine looks at her shot. But again, it doesn't fall. But at least the French side are getting some more shots away. Oh, that was nearly a back court, I would have thought. But anyway. So Pichon scoops it up, but passes it straight to Suarez Navarro, who passes it to Guimarães da Costa. Oh, lovely shot there. That was da Costa.
A bola está sendo dada aqui, aí tu tá vindo junto com a Débora Quemener tentar tocar. Ela pega e encosta. Aí é daqui, vai embora, tu fica. Não tenta tomar. Nossa percepção é estourar os 8. Bora, cada uma na sua. 1, 2, 3, raça.
So France certainly doing a lot better this quarter, the third quarter, after they were trailing by 17 points at half-time. Now it's 39 plays 22, so no, they got off to a better start, but Pichon, problem with Pichon is that she has 3 personal fouls. We don't want any more from her. So a long bomb to Delapine, who passes back off, but it's a steal from the Brazilians, and it's too easy, really. But Delapine is back in it. She steals the ball back, passes low to Menard. Oh, they really need to make those shots. Disappointing. So Brazil back on the offensive. Suarez passes to Guimarães da Costa. Oh, ball rebounded off the referee for a moment there, but never mind. They had to get a shot away. It wasn't successful. So no help there. It's a long pass, very loose, and just an opportunity for the Brazilians to grab at the ball, but France has stolen it back. Pichon with the ball. Oh dear, and they've missed another shot, so that was Laurent. Etevard with the ball again for the French side. So Laurent passes off to Ita. Pichon back in. Etevard shoots. Oh, misses again. But at least they're getting their shots up now, the French side. Oh. So a foul on Laurent. So another 2 points for Soares Martins. So 32 points she has, shooting at 56%. So Pichon, oh, it won't fall. And she holds her hands up, imploring to anyone to understand the plight that the French shots just won't seem to go in, but as long as they keep taking them, at some point they will start to fall. So that'll be France's ball from the baseline. Explaining there that it wasn't a score, it was a violation. So Soares Martins wants to score again, and she does. This woman is unstoppable. France have come up with no solution to trying to curb her scoring. Pichon cuts through but won't go to the basket. And that's number 7, Da Costa Acosta, not happy about the foul that was called on her. No, she says. SOARES Martins misses this time. The ball swatted away out of court. It'll be Brazil's ball around about the halfway mark. So 10 seconds left in the third quarter. 43 plays 22. So France got off to a really good start at the beginning of this quarter, but failed to back it up. Oh, 3 points. Well, she is an absolute star, this woman. 37 points, and we're not even into the fourth quarter yet. So France, there wasn't enough time to get a shot away there. So 46 to 22, 24-point lead. And, well, it looks as though all the indicators are that France will head away from London without a win from this tournament.
I'd like to first of all introduce Connie's nails here because they're something special. Amazing decoration with their nails, full of flags there. Ladies and gentlemen, who is cheering for France? And who's cheering for Brazil? Right.
So 15-8 in that third quarter. So for the French side, the captain Pichon has now scored 8 points. Belts still has 4, Menard 4, Delapine 4. Edevard's just scored the 2 points. Edevard's had 5 rebounds though, and Delapine 6, so doing pretty well. Pichon 4, and 3 assists to Menard, and 3 to Delapine. So a quick score away there for Brazil to start off this fourth quarter. Good looking shot from Edevard, but didn't fall. Menard, sorry. And Guimarães da Costa. Oh, it was a nasty collision under the basket there, but she'll go to the line for 2 shots. So makes them both. The lead now blown out to 28 points. That's the biggest they've had so far. Belts with the ball. Edevard unable to get both hands to it, and it's stolen back by the Brazilians. Is it someone else's turn to score? No, not this time. Belts passes over. Matthias Passes back out, so they'll reset their offense. With a fumble from Pichon, so Brazil's ball again. 8:37 left to go in this match. Menard with the ball. Defense is tight from Brazil. So no score. Number 7 has been called with a push. So France's ball from the side. So 2 points for France. Menard the scorer there, and so try and salvage what's left of this match. 7:19 left in the fourth quarter. SOARES Martins has now scored 41 points, including that cracking three-pointer we saw last quarter. That's great. Etevard. The shot doesn't fall, and Matthias tries to grab the rebound and couldn't quite get both hands to it. Bounces out of court, so Brazil's possession, 25 points the difference. 6:21 to play in the fourth quarter. So Delapine with the ball, passes in, finds Menard, who passes back out. Can't get through the Brazilian defence, which is very intense. So they force the shot clock infringement and Brazil will have the ball. So, SOARES Martins, that brings up 43 points for her for the match. Extraordinary. Just makes it look so easy.
So let's have a quick rundown of some of the tweets that you guys have been sending in. You've been sending it to @SPP033. Let's have a look. We've got Paul and Margaret celebrating the
Nice block there from Delapine. She had her hand right in the player's face, then swatted the ball back, and Belts tries to find someone. The Brazilian players are everywhere. Matthias back to Belts. 3.5 minutes left of this Paralympic experience for both teams. Oh. Oh. All right, so Delapine back on the offensive. Doesn't have much support at this stage. She passes over to Menard, who fumbles. Back out to the top. Delapine wants to shoot. She looked at the basket, couldn't. Menard. And the shots just still won't fall for France.
You guys are so good at that happy birthday. That was marvelous stuff. We want to hear more of you. I think we should have another little sing song with a hand clap in as well. Let's go for We Will Rock You.
Poussez sur les fauteuils pour avoir la plus. discutons. Comme on n'est pas, le temps qu'on s'oriente, ok? Parlez-vous en défense. Allez, allez.
So 2:37 left in this Paralympic Games for both of these teams. This is their final appearance at these games, 9th versus 10th. So it looks as though Brazil will get away with the one win from this tournament, and that is this match. France will be winless at London 2012. So finally, a shot falls for the French team. That was Morale, Dorothy Morale, who scored there. So another 2 points. And they'll go to the line to make it 3. Guimarães da Costa. Nice drive to the basket. Manoeuvring around and contact the base of her chair. So they'll be very happy with this performance, Brazil, after a somewhat disappointing tournament, failing to get a win. They lost to Great Britain by just 5 points. Very disappointing result for them. They lost to Canada by 14 points. Another score for France. They lost to the Netherlands by 13 points. And well, surprisingly, lost to Australia by just 2 points. So they came close in this tournament, Brazil, and it's good to see them get away with a good win here on their final day of competition, on their last game. So there you have it. Brazil gets the win. So they'll finish 9th in this competition. France will have to settle for 10th. So, and a very impressive performance by the captain. SOARES MARTINS scored 45 points in this win over France, and what a star she's been for the team this tournament. 59-35, the final score for France. The top scorer was, well, there were two. Pichon scored 8 points, and Menard scored, Belts scored 8 as well. Menard scored 6, as well as Delapin scored 6. So a little more even in the scoring there, but still plenty of basketball to come at North Greenwich today. We have the quarterfinals of the women's competition, Australia and Mexico, then the Netherlands and China, Germany and Great Britain, and finally the United States and Canada. So there we have it, the statistics. Defensive rebounds for France were good, but they had too many turnovers in the end and were simply just not strong enough. The Brazilian defence was excellent today. They put so much pressure on the French side. So that's all from North Greenwich Arena just for now. We do have the quarterfinal of the Australia and Mexico women's quarterfinal coming up soon. But for now on Paralympic Sport TV on our international channel, we're going to catch up with some swimming from this morning. There were qualifying heats, and your commentator is Nick Gillingham. Bye for now.